What's up, man? How's everybody doing? Yo, it's a Wednesday. Happy comic book day. How's everybody doing? We're live. We are live, dude. I'll tell y'all what I've been checking out. Some books. I had a couple new comic book day books. Checking out some outlaw indies. They were looking pretty good, you know. Chilling. Wanted to hang out with the chat, see what's going on today. Anybody come through? Hang out. I think I might take a nap, but it's the middle of the day. Let's hop on here and see what trouble we can get into, dude. Oh, baby. Yeah, I'll show y'all what I was reading. What I'm about to read, pulled these out of my long box to look at closer. I think y'all will like these. Check me out. We got a nice stack to check out today. All right. This is a Stephen King Blue Water Comics Orbit, right? And it's pretty cool. Kind of like a biography of Stephen King. Right there. I read this one. Amazing Science Fiction Black Label Strange Adventures #2. I won this, or I think Brother Joe gave me this, and I checked it out, and everybody was liking this. I can see why it's pretty good. Three Jokers, haven't got there yet. Got Jim Lee Wildcats, Covert Action #2 to Hollow. Check that out again. X Mutants. This shit looks pretty cool. I'm not sure who did the art, but I feel like this is a semi-successful artist on this one. X Mutants. All right, we got all new, all occult, first issue Scorpio Rose. Also featuring the Orient, Dr. Orient. That looks pretty good for an Eclipse. Yeah, I mean, just these weird, I mean, you can see, like, these ain't too normal looking indies. They're a little older. This is a fun one. Adventures of Superman 629. He's on He's got a new girlfriend. We can say that. So, you know, just going through all the Superman. I'll show y'all some stuff in this one. Check this out. It's a pretty good one. To all the Superman fans. I don't know. I was kind of magnetized this one. He was kind of getting some different girls back here. He had him a hottie. So he's like in the shower, and he just got done. Let's just say, use this one. Oh, yeah, we got. I think that's. Is this supposed to? This ain't low. That's Lois. I believe this is Lois. Here's Lois. Here's this chick on the force. He ends up. Yeah, this is what I remember here. The ship can have only one captain. That's what I'm saying, and that's Captain is Meek, Superman, and she's the captain of the police. Not you. I beg your pardon. For what? For what? Wanting to talk? Don't be stupid. I figured we'd have this conversation sooner or later. I mean, you're barging in on you. For barging in on you. I don't mind. I'd mind even less if you wanted to join me in here. There's plenty of room. That's very flattering, but no thank you. I think I'll come back later. We can talk more then. It's okay. I was getting out anyway. I'll just wait in the other room. This is an act, right? You're not really this bashful. Come on, Superman. I don't have anything you've ever seen before, even if it's better than most. I can't really comment. You gotta be kidding me. If I had X-ray vision, I'd be taking peeps all the time. Wouldn't mind if I had the right now. I'll tell you the truth. This is nice. Is this an original? Ha, alright. No more innuendos for the time being. So, but if you think I'm going to stop trying, you're fooling yourself. As long as you don't mind continued refusal, that's fine. Not at all. I'm very patient when I see something I want. So he's like, fucking, what up, Journey? Thanks for stopping by. So she's like naked in front of Superman, right? Talking shit to Superman, and he's like denying her the dick, right? But you know, he's in there for some reason, right? He didn't have to barge in on her naked. So there's that issue. So I'd like to call Superman boning the chief captain of police issue. It's a good one. 629, guys. Anybody wants that? I got this one. I'm gonna check out. That's a cool cover. Let's pop her open. Let's do this. Skimmers. I should name this one Skimmers. All right. Let's go through this one. Always knew it was a dope cover, but never really. So it's got that stupid pig. It's about the pig. Y'all remember this character? That's what they were talking about at that point. So boring. Cool cover though, but boring. Boning Valiant. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get comfortable. Oh, I'm a big Deadpool fan, so I feel like I've read this one before, but I gotta refresh my memory. Yeah, the X Force 2. some Crisis. Everybody loves Crisis. Let's take a look at Crisis. What up, ME, my guy? Thanks somebody stopped by. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. You can't make everybody happy these days, dude. Can't make everybody happy. You could try, brother, but I thought this would be about Flash. I haven't looked at it yet. But it seems to be Flash as a child. I believe that's Flash. Flash is running. Flash is salty. All the heroes are watching. Everybody's surprised. Everybody's getting fucked up. Superman looks old, which is weird. Who in the fuck was drawing these books? Oh, I'm glad I looked at it. Look at this. Love great covers indeed. The fucker's been up. Shit, man. So, yeah, man, just some, like, you know, this is a low grade copy. Pretty beat up, but it's what you would expect. All the guys are just kind of, they're all shocked and everything's crumbling around. It's not that good. I'm not a big fan. We got Hellboy, #1, Seeds of Oh, my fault, guys. Let me drop the link just in case. I don't think anybody's gonna pop in, but you never know, man. I invited old Bleecker Street, but he's probably busy. Oh, okay. Paste that fucker right there. GT Key, represent. Seeds of Destruction #1. I wonder why that is. You can't please everybody. You know, you could try. You would think everybody would be pretty happy. This is it looks like an important book. It's just an anniversary reprint, right? We're doing some skimming today, boys. Skimming. So I would guess this is Cthulhu. Oh, that is pretty wild art right there. A little Nazi red and blue. That's pretty fucking weird looking. He's a Nazi fighting guy, huh? 25 years ago. I'm not mad at it. Not exactly what I like. Now, I like this next cover. This next cover is pretty good. It's a FF3 homage. Amazing Spider-Man 4 variant, I believe. Yep. And it's a FF3 homage. The first villain, or first team suit. This is also a first Silver Age appearance of Mr. Terrific or some shit. FF3, not this book. But yeah, there's also another first appearance in FF3. People think, oh, FF3 is just the first costume. It's not only a first costume, there's a first full in that issue too. I think there's a couple things going on in FF3. I have to really look into it, but I'll probably never get FF3, but I got that one, so that's kind of cool. And here's my West Coast Avengers 1. I did sell my first land shark, Jeff the Land Shark, and I will have to probably replace that someday. I don't know if I will or not, but so the beard's coming back full effect, right? So I'm thinking maybe take it shorter. I don't know. Y'all ain't used to seeing this. I had to get the hair off my neck, but now I got too much neck, right? I don't like all that neck, so I don't know, man. Get it all right. There we go. So I think that this issue right here, Batman 424, Robin is on cocaine or some shit, and it's like suicidal or something. My boy Madness sent me this and told me I had to read it. I did. read it. It took my time, but the art's pretty good. I see if my memory don't fail me. It's like a cocaine robbing suicidal issue. You run across this weird shit. Why do we think he does cocaine? Is that another fucking issue I don't know about? Um, oh my goodness. Look at this chick hanging herself. What the fuck? Maybe it's because he just murdered him. Maybe it don't have anything to do with cocaine. He like murdered somebody in this one, I think. He finds the guy and he throws him. Comics aren't just for kids. Okay, fair enough. We have to look at that a little closer later. RoboCop Mortal Coils #1 looked fun. Looked like a good one. So, Glenn's going to have a show later on tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Glenn and Popper and Bleecker are going to be hanging out. And that should be fun. These are just some books I wanted to skim through. So I'm going to skim through them and watch y'all in the chat. And we'll just kind of hang out and chill. This is Spawn 56. Cthulhu. Very cool. We got DC versus Marvel number 2. Check that one out. Back this one up better. They did have the X-Men 101 facsimile today, and another Hulk 180 or 181 facsimile. I bought another one. This is World Wrestling Federation Valiant Comics. I believe that's number 2. Wish I had number 1, but I do have this one. You got Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. Pretty sweet, right? Then you got the Battle Lines Vision number 1. Or it's probably not number 1, but Battle Lines Vision. I'm not a big fan of this version of Vision, but it is a cool cover. I like just the regular pink ass one. Alright, now this is a cover by, and just overall a cool book, man. The World's Greatest Superhero, The Amazing Spider-Man, oversized and action-packed. I love it when Slott writes Super Spider-Man, and I believe this might be an Alex Ross cover. You got like the spider car vehicle. I think I read this, and he's like really. Oh shit, we got Glenn on. Nice. We got some company.
Here we go. Hello, mate.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. You?
I'm good. Yeah. So I've just showed some books that I want to skim over and kind of look at a little bit.
Yeah, I saw them. Really cool.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think that's an Alex Ross cover, and it's like Dan Slott. It's an
Oh,
oversized, it's like a
yeah.
Spider-Man holiday here, dude.
That's the start of his run, isn't it? After Straczynski's run.
Oh yeah, I would guess. I don't know exactly, but
Yeah.
I do think I went through it. This is when like Spider-Man was rich and fucking doing good and shit, right? I
Yep.
believe
He
so.
had his own company and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like Tony Stark's Spider-Man or some shit.
Yep.
This is interesting. It's called Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2, and I think that the first appearance is some weird character named like Rumor or some weird name. Shit, I don't know if everybody remembers this one, but
I like the cover.
it's the first appearance, I believe, and the name is like a real weird name, like speculative kind of name. I don't know. I was collecting. This is a cool little key, Black Panther and Deadpool. This is number 4, and it's the first appearance of Deadpool and Black Panther. I think they called it Panther Pool. So
Ooh.
that's fun, right? You can see him right there. That's Black
Yep.
Panther Pool. You
That's
kind of
cool.
sit there. I was really into Weapon H too.
I've never read any Deadpool.
You never read any Deadpool?
No, I've only seen the movies, which I've really enjoyed.
I'm like current on Deadpool since like 2017 or some shit. Like I've gotten almost every run of his shit and read them all.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is he your favourite then?
he's my favorite modern character. I can't believe you never fucking checked him out. Any issues at all?
No, not a single one.
I think it's the most similar thing to like DC Superman Silver for a modern age book because it's kind of like comical and you kind of get like one story per comic. It's not like a continuous thing too much. I mean, you could follow it and there's some kind of gimmick always, but usually
Yeah.
each issue is like a almost like a one shot. So
Well, that's cool.
yeah, like Gwenpool and Deadpool are two of my favorite modern characters, so I fuck with them a lot. But
What did you think of the
Superman's my
movies?
favorite. The movies are great. Did you like the movies?
Yeah, really enjoyed them.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I didn't like the very first one. I mean, at the time, whenever I think Ryan Reynolds was playing Deadpool, it was a Wolverine movie, and he kind of looked like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't only like Deadpool, he was kind of like the ultimate super mutant. So you had Cyclops eyes, and he was able to do every superpower. It was fucking weird
That
movie.
was Origins of Wolverine, wasn't it? That movie where he fought him at the end.
And that's a fun movie, other than
Yeah.
that character being so strange.
Yeah.
Like when he boxes Blob and
Yeah.
all the saber tooth interaction. What up, Vaughn? Thanks for stopping by. Just a random hangout
Hey,
for a
Scott.
couple hours, you know.
Yeah, I've got about an
Yeah.
hour at the most, and I've got to jump off.
Okay. Yeah. We got Zot number 1. Just some random indie stuff.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah. Eclipse Comics, probably like, I don't know, 85, 86, I would guess. Here's a little random key. You got first first appearance of somebody.
I've got
I think Rye maybe.
I think
Or
I've got the first two. Oh, I thought that was Thunderbolts for a second.
Have you ever seen these two before? Look,
No.
this is called The One. It's an epic comic Marvel. I got number 1 and number 4. This is number 1 of it. And I always like these covers because they look like that's a can of Coke, that's a
Yep.
bottle of Tide or box of Tide.
That's cool.
Yeah. What up, Jay Hood? Good to see you, man. I just got like 2 or 3 more here. We can kind of change the topic, but Bloodpool, number 1. I always like this cover, man. Jim Lee.
Always love a bit of Jim Lee.
That's a pretty good Jim Lee cover. And when people say like Jim Lee is more successful, I think fucking Beckerman was saying Jim Lee was more successful than Todd McFarlane, like historically in comics and shit. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I mean, people have got their own ideas and they'll stick to that, and because they, regardless, really, won't they? Sometimes.
I mean,
So
who are we to pick which one's the more legendary and shit? This guy
yeah,
interesting.
it's just preference, I think.
Spider-Man Layfield number 1, right after McFarlane did it. Layfield did it. This is
Nice.
one. So yeah, just some books, but that's an interesting topic. Who is more historically left a bigger imprint in comics? See, the thing is with McFarlane is people are dismissive of him because his toy line is so successful, right? So let me we got another guest. Yes, man, we got hi Leah. What up? Lucha.
What's up?
Hello,
What's
mate.
up?
Yo,
What's
man.
up,
We were just talking shit about Jim Lee and McFarlane, who's left a bigger imprint in comic books.
They both suck.
They both suck.
I'm not a Jim Lee fan, that's for sure. So I'm going McFarlane.
It's an easy pick for me too. I don't know that Jim Lee fans have much of a argument besides like I was saying, people are dismissive of McFarlane because his toy line is so successful. So they just say shit like, "Oh, well, he's good at selling toys." And the fucker did comics pretty good too.
Wasn't his comics first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but can I say Biggie? He revolutionized toys, bro.
I mean, yeah. I'm not. It's hard to say that. Okay, let's just do this then.
Let's do it. Let's get into it, bro. Come on, bro.
So what's his biggest impact? Is it toys or comics?
You know what his biggest impact is? Getting the creators to leave Marvel and go to Image. That's his biggest. That's number 1. That's his biggest. That's all he had. He'd still be a fucking giant.
I'm gonna retitle this fucking stream right now. McFarlane and Jim Lee, who's better?
You know, Matt, the boy who had 7's a huge Jim Lee fan, and me and him, I always have to apologize, man, because I'm not a Jim Lee fan. No.
I can't even think of my favorite Jim Lee cover.
And dude, and I was a fan of McFarlane, and I'm not a fanboy of McFarlane either. It's like everything is. Dude, the 300 fucking homages that's just gone out of control.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was a fan of McFarlane when he started that Hulk run on what number was it? 231? Oh, 331. Yeah.
I like McFarlane's Batman.
His McFarlane Batman's as good as well. But the Hulk did it for me. Hulk made me a fan. The Spider-Man is secondary to me.
That's cool.
It was Venom for me.
Venom for
me. And then Spawn too, man. He's done some big freaking. He's done a lot of stuff.
And I mean, overall, if we just completely ignore the toy thing, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see.
We just
omnibus.
Nice.
He's really
like cool.
He's really like the last one that I know of that like out of all of the artist creators that actually I don't know if he created Venom, don't get me wrong, but he drew him.
mcfarlane did, yeah.
It's his creation, right?
Yes, McFarlane and McFarlane created Venom.
Okay, so who in the fuck else in the last 30, 40 years created anything like McFarlane or Carnage? Tim with Harley Quinn or Layfield with Deadpool. Like, there's not much else.
I would think Deadpool, and yeah, Deadpool definitely as far as heroes is concerned.
So, I mean, I don't even know any characters Jim Lee's introduced. Like, what is Jim? What have you done?
Bishop,
Did you do Bishop?
Psylocke, maybe.
Wasn't
But
he the first person to draw
no,
Gambit?
I think he was.
It's like a
No,
little
no, that's
on one of the
fucking Huber.
books. There was
Huber
like
did
a little square with Gambit in the box. I think, wasn't it that? That was the first time Gambit was drawn on one of the
I
covers.
can't remember who did the cover for 14. I mean, it might have been. I know Capulu did 13. I don't know who did 14. I'll look it up.
Glenn,
Yes, mate.
you remember when that 300 this is another point with McFarlane. Sorry, Biggie.
Go ahead.
When McFarlane took over and he started doing the webs, the way he was doing it.
Yep.
You know how he does the spider web?
Yep.
That was revolutionary, bro.
Yeah, it changed it, didn't it? People started doing that too.
That was a big freaking deal back in the day, dude. It was crazy.
Also, Venom's tongue. He would done his tongue a certain way, and then it was what was it? I think it was Larson. Yeah, he did his tongue long and changed it, and everyone liked that as well, so they stuck with it. Really cool stuff.
So who do you consider bigger, Biggie?
Out of McFarlane and Lee. Okay, so the penciler on X-Men Annual 14 was Arthur Adams and Mark Heike or some shit. So cover art was Art Adams on the 14. Anyway, but my favorite out of McFarlane and Lee shouldn't even be like McFarlane's fucking Layfield's big bro, first of all. Like McFarlane and Layfield, like that's his big bro. Like Layfield looked up to McFarlane a long time. Lee is kind of on the level with Layfield in my mind. He's probably more successful because he's the DC whatever the fuck right now. But in creatability and shit, like Layfield had the #1 comic ever sold. He did create Cable and Deadpool. So it's hard for me to fucking like say he's not as good as Lee. I don't know what Lee did besides Brown knows his way to the fucking top.
Wasn't the X-Men #1 the most sold comic?
I no. Which one is it? It is X-Men #1, ain't it? It's
yeah.
Different without covers.
What's the #2? There's a #2 too. It ain't. I don't know.
Biggie, can I just say? I think you're on point, bro. I think you nailed it good. I like the big brother, little brother kind of thing that you came up with because I've always seen it that way as well. I think you nailed it. I think you're 100%. I agree.
What up, Beckerman Chef? Good to see Chef. K-pop, AMKM. Hell yeah, Funkenstein.
Jay Hood. Jay Hood.
We got the whole mob. Right. So we're talking about what you and Journey was talking about, Beckerman. If you want to hop in here and tell us why Lee is, it's fucking funny. He fucking told Journey, he was like, you know, you're wrong a lot of the time.
Hey, Biggie, to be honest, bro, you know how people say, like I was collecting until like 92, 93, and then everybody says, oh, I left for 20 years. I left for 24 years as far as comics, right? And everybody says, oh, because I got married, I had kids. That's part of it. But can I tell you, for me, I'm just speaking for me, Liefeld made me leave the goddamn hobby, dude. When he came on and he started only doing the splash pages and all these stiff looking stuff, that's when I stopped collecting because everybody started copying him, bro. And that's what comics became, like splash pages and, you know, one panel on the whole page. It might not have been a splash, but panels went away. That's why I left comics, because it wasn't my comics, and you could call me an old geezer, whatever you want. but that just changed, and it was like, this is mine. I'm out.
It definitely Layfield's anatomy art is definitely different than anything else. Like when he started drawing arms and muscles the size of fucking boulders and shit, dude, it was just like, okay, this is getting ridiculous, you know, like Kirby and Neil Adams and Ramita, all of them, they kind of had like the right kind of body type, but fucking Layfield come in, and then a lot of those '90s guys started making super big, weird looking figures and shit. So that was definitely a '90s thing. Yeah.
It's not even, what you could add on to that, all the pockets and all the patches and all the guns, and it was guns on top of guns, and everybody had like pouches everywhere to carry their. It was like the Cub Scouts or something. I don't know. They have a lot. It was crazy. It just became, what more can we add to a character? And they just pounded more stuff on top of it.
I think first of all, people love X-Men. Okay, the '90s, dude. There was a million knockoff X-Men. Okay, X-Men was so fucking over. They were the biggest. They were probably the most pop culture reference back then. Even more than Superman. I mean, Superman, Batman did their shit, but it was so trendy and popular. Everybody loved X-Men shit. Pizza Hut was doing the X-Men. Fox was X-Men'd out. You know, so comic books, all the Young Bloods, the Blood Sports, the Cyber Force, all them fucking knockoff X-Men is what kind of killed it, I think, for me. It was just too many.
I agree. It was too much of a good thing.
Yeah, I got a couple examples right here, like X-Mutants.
Glenn, what about you, Glenn?
What's that, mate?
What about you? Is it McFarlane or Lee?
Oh, for me, it's McFarlane.
Okay.
Because he created some stuff. Lee, I really like his art. Like Biggie said, though, he hasn't really created anything, has he? He's just done some really good art, and he's, managing DC, whatever. And for me, it's McFarlane all the way, to be honest. But I don't know much. I don't confess to know much. So
I could care less. Glenn, I could care less.
Yeah, like this is one of Lee's most important inventions is Wildcats.
Yeah.
Like he hung his hat on Wildcats for a long time, bro. Here's some more Layfield smut. Like, what the fuck is this kind of #1? No one's getting these. So, yeah, the '90s was weird, but there was some good books to get.
I own. I'll tell you how many 0 Liefeld books, and I think I've only had one. I've only had one ever. I got rid of it.
I do like this cover from Layfield. This is kind of that. I'm bringing you in, Journey, but that's pretty fucking cool looking to me. I think that's Layfield.
I'll agree to disagree with you on that one.
It's kind of got like an FF vibe with the Rocky guy down here, you know?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
I just want to jump in for a couple minutes to throw my 2 cents on this whole thing. Now, I'm going to say this much. Every single one of the guys that you guys were talking about, Liefeld, Lee, McFarlane, they all contributed in their own way, especially to that revolution in art during the 90s. Whether we like Liefeld or we don't like Liefeld, he left his impact. He had a style, and there's a reason why a lot of people try to mimic it, because they was just digging his weird ass pocket gun style. Okay, so the art wise, it was not the most anatomically correct kind of art style, and he was definitely not a professional artist, but he took his God-given talent and he did everything he could with it, and I'll give him all the credit in the world for that. But out of all the 3 that you talked about, the guy that actually had the real strongest impact on the comic industry as we know it is McFarlane. He basically revolutionized everything, and all the people that love to talk about the toys, there would not be the toys if it wasn't for the comics. You know, somebody had a vision, putting all those cool designs and sketching out all those prototypes of those toys, and that was McFarlane that was doing that. So, you know, you want to shit all you want on McFarlane and say that Jim Lee was the had more impact. You kind of look at your history and figure it out, because Jim Lee, anatomically correct, was the best artist out of the batch that we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually knows how to draw better than all of them as far as
He drew clean.
classically
He drew cleaner.
classically trained style.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
well,
that?
we're not saying who drew the cleanest, who made the biggest impact. McFarlane's covers
By
are
far.
way more dynamic.
By far. It's not even close.
Way more dynamic than fucking Lee's, dude.
Cartoons, movies, toys, covers that people homage. How many people homage McFarlane covers?
A lot more than Lee.
Hell's yeah.
How many?
Just that ASM 300 and that ASM, I call it, and that Spider-Man 1 cover.
Spider-Man 1, yes.
Just those two covers alone.
Is that the Torment cover?
The Spider-Man 1 cover where he's like,
it's the squat one. It's the one where he just squat.
yeah. Where
Oh yeah, that's Torment, isn't it? It's called that story.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is for me.
Let's not even touch the Batman 423 cover.
I can't keep up with the debate because I'll be driving, but Jim Lee is a top 4 most influential artist of all
I
time.
don't agree with that at all, Tim. Jamie.
Top 4 influential? No.
No.
I can't agree with that.
No.
Everyone's
What
got
up,
their own
AMPM?
opinions, and you know.
Oh
it's
shit, we
good.
got Becker now, baby.
Of course, but
Baby.
Hell, you know, I'll even argue that Silvestri
I tried to
had a better stylization than Jim Lee did. And people will have a hard time fighting me on that, because Silvestri was a really, really top guy at that point, and he's still a top guy as far as art's concerned. And he's often the guy that's forgotten about.
Well, I mean, we gotta listen to J Hood. He's a professional artist. Like, he does know some shit. So he says larger body of work, more imitators, ran a studio that revolutionized coloring. All right. I mean, it's still hard for me to give him. Maybe artistically, he could be more correct.
No, nobody's taking away anything from. Listen, I'm a big fan of Jim Lee. I don't think he I think I give him all the credit in the world. I think he's a fantastic thing, but I think that McFarlane had a bigger impact on the industry than he did. And there's so much to back that up. Hello, Beckerman.
we agree. We agree.
Hey Becca.
Yes, Todd McFarlane is a monster of toys and is very relevant in comic books.
You know how comical you sound when you make that argument?
Okay.
Like, you sound so
let's
ignorant when
compare.
you make
Let's
that
compare. Whose comic book has sold more? Has Jim Lee sold more comic books than Todd McFarlane?
Well, all right. You wanna do a fair comparison? McFarlane didn't have 5 covers.
I mean, if we're going that direction,
He sure did on that Spider-Man #1. That's his biggest seller.
Wait, hold on a second.
McFarlane started the cover wars.
Comparably,
I'm right.
and all the people that were buying that one cover, that bought that Spider-Man cover, how you call it, would have bought 5 covers if they existed. So let's
how many were there?
Let's compare it the right way. So you could say all you want as far as who sold more.
Spider-Man #1 had more than one cover.
Spider-Man #1 had 2 covers that were issued out. It had the base cover and it had the silver cover. The gold cover was a reprint. So wasn't
there a silver too?
What's that?
Wasn't there a bagged and an unbagged?
Well, you could buy it unbagged or bagged. That didn't make a difference.
Yeah, those were different
we're not talking about bagged and unbagged.
For once, you're not talking about bags.
So here's the thing, man. It's like, okay, so he did do.
I see more than 2.
There was 2 covers that were issued. The platinum cover does not count because that was a retailer incentive.
They have platinum, silver, gold. I don't know about
The
unbagged.
platinum does not count because you could not buy that off the stand.
Wasn't that a retailer?
Yeah, it was a retailer, so you could not buy that off the
What we
stand.
would now call a thank you variant. So he started that mess too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So we're not including that. Basically, there was 2 covers that were available: the silver cover and the regular green base cover. However, the base cover was the one that everybody could find. The silver cover was not available everywhere.
Do you know
The X-Men books that came out, the Jimmy X-Men books, they were available everywhere. All 5 covers were available.
Todd gave an interview in the early 90s where he went off about how he hopes variants didn't become a thing, and he thinks it's he was like ashamed of his role in it with the different Spider-Man covers, and he kind of apologized for it. I kind of want to read that interview to him as we go through how many Spawn variants there have been in the last 5 years.
Listen, he's not the first to be a hypocrite in what he said and what he does. We're not arguing that.
Is like Jim Lee only has about 5 to 10 nostalgia covers. I could probably name 25 McFarlane covers.
Oh, McFarlane is the most homaged.
Not even. I mean, just one at a time. Just forget that he's getting homaged a lot. Like he's got like Knockout Conan.
Okay,
cover,
Journey.
Knockout
I have
Azar cover. Knockout.
I have that there was at the time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was 8 versions of Spider-Man #1.
Sure. Why don't you tell me which ones they were? Since
Yellow
you
and green cover,
list.
silver and black cover, silver cover, unpriced polybagged edition, platinum edition, second printing, gold and black variant cover, and then the yellow and green polybagged.
Didn't we just say second printings don't count? That's not the first run.
The UPC turn-in for gold edition.
You manipulate every single piece of data in your advantage the way you want.
Yeah, that's how facts work,
so
Journey.
full of fucking
That's
shit.
how facts
Dude,
work.
you are so fucking full of shit. Look and learn how to read fucking data.
I'm reading it.
Learn how to fucking read data, dude. You're not.
I literally just read data to you,
dude. You've gone through fucking high school. I know you could read data.
I
know you can read data. You're not an ignorant fuck. I know that you can understand it. You're just manipulating the way you want to.
Just like you are to make Todd McFarlane the end-all, be-all.
Dude, I am giving you fucking facts. Do you understand facts? It's facts.
Yeah, like the ones I just read to you.
And by the way, if it wasn't for McFarlane's Spider-Man #1, there would be no X-Men #1, and there would be no X-Force #1 either. It's because of his success that they decided to run off of it.
The X-Force 1 is the most sold, right?
No, it was
X-Men
after McFarlane, and then X-Men blew that out.
X-Force is 2.
No, X-Force #1 blew out McFarlane's Spider-Man, and then X-Men just destroyed everybody's records after that.
X-Force 1 is #2, I think. All right.
X-Force had more sales than Spider-Man, and then the X-Men had more sales than all of them.
Yeah, X-Men.
But again, it comes out to variants. You know, I could have 5 polybag card editions that everybody has to get.
I'm not going to dismiss how accurate Jim Lee and how
the cards were Marvel's idea.
I don't care whose idea it is. We're talking about how many
Liefeld
versions you can fucking get. When you went to the comic shop and you bought that Spider-Man mod, more than likely you had 1 copy available to you. You were lucky if you could get a silver copy. You were so lucky if you could get one. But with X-Men and with X-Force, guess what? Everybody was getting 5 at a time, all different covers, multiple copies of it each. So that's why the numbers are skewed.
So I don't recognize facts when I read to you off of the order guide of how many there are in the catalog. But you said that your feelings are that they were in comic shops and you'd be hard pressed. So I'm giving facts and you're like, well,
fucking feelings. I'm giving you facts.
You'd have been lucky to go to a comic shop. I got 2 as a kid, and I was 11.
Oh, good for you. You got 2. You didn't get 5
were
because there
more
weren't 5
there.
covers. You
There
didn't
were
get 5
plenty.
because there weren't 5 covers.
I know it got allocated.
If there were 5 covers
That's
as
why
a
there's
kid,
a
you would have
second
got 5
print to it.
covers.
By the
If
way,
there were
second
5
prints also count
if 5
as
existed,
variants.
again, with your fucking second prints, dude, how many fucking second prints they make of X-Men and the fucking X-Force, dude? We're not counting those.
We're not?
No,
We're just counting
we're
the ones
counting
you
the
want to count.
first
That's
fucking
all right.
run. We're counting the fucking first run. And that's what we're basing ourselves on. Not off of second prints, not off of special editions, not off of all the bullshit. We're talking about first print run.
Where did Rob Liefeld hurt you on this doll? Here, let me get an action figure.
Dude, why are you throwing it back on Liefeld?
On this
We're
action figure?
comparing
Because
apples
every
to
time
apples right now.
you got to bring up Todd McFarlane. So where did Todd touch you on the doll to make you love him this much? And where did Liefeld touch
Dude,
you
you
that
can
made
go
you
for
hate
the
him?
fucking shock factor all you want about how Liefeld fucking touched me. I'm giving you fucking facts and you're telling me about how he fucking fondled me. I'll tell you something, man. Stick to the facts and you won't sound as ignorant.
Well, I
you.
did that earlier and you just chose to ignore them.
You're manipulating facts, man. You don't even fucking
I'm
know.
sorry my facts made you feel bad, Journey. It's all
You
right.
don't know how to read fucking data. I'm sorry. You're ignorant. Ignorant.
No,
Right.
That's enough. That's enough. Easy on Journey.
I tell you what, Journey, why don't you and I go on Phil's Treehouse for trivia and we'll sort this out.
You want to go trivia with me? You think I don't know my history? Oh,
Do you think I don't?
I didn't say that. But you're a fact manipulator. I'll tell you that much. There's
Did
a
you say I'm
difference.
a fat manipulator or a fact manipulator? Because
I
I'm
said
probably
you're-
both.
I said you're a fact manipulator. And I'm telling you, you want to go with comic history with me, you're barking up the wrong tree because I know a lot more shit than you think I do.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
We
have
should
to
do it
get
then.
We're gonna have to get that fight set up soon, but
I'll do
we're just-
trivia against you, Journey. Because you said I don't know anything. Come on, let's go.
Listen, again, you manipulate facts. What did I say? Did I say he doesn't know anything?
oh, I think Vaughn wants to
Did
come in.
anybody hear me say that he doesn't know anything?
No.
Yeah, I think Vaughn wants a link.
No, I don't think anybody here heard me say that. I said you know your shit. You just like to manipulate it and use it to your advantage and read data the way you want to read it. Fake news, my friend. Fake fucking news.
Okay. So
All right.
where's your data backing up your point? Because you have memories of shops being sold out. Can I see some data for that?
Absolutely.
Where's that at?
And guess what? I was in a fucking real city. I was in New York.
We'll settle this right now.
I
Where's
was
the
actually
data?
I was in a shop that had I was in a city that fucking had 8 fucking comic shops within a 10 block span.
Journey, give me 1 second. Beckerman, where are you located at? You find
I grew up in Dubuque, Iowa.
Okay, at the time this happened with where were you living?
Dubuque, Iowa.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that out. I just wanted to know.
Yep. So I was a small town kid. But see, here's the thing. I've never said McFarlane's not important. I just said image guy, the sum of the total. You needed all of them. It wasn't just one dude steering the ship. It was that you had the most dominant sellers of comic books at that time. Marvel lost all their heavy hitters. They had no answer for it. Ooh.
I'm going to tell you something. If McFarlane didn't join that Image crew, it would not be what you know today. I guarantee you it.
If he wouldn't have been part of it, it wouldn't have happened.
No, it might have happened. It wouldn't be as successful as it is.
Exactly.
He's the driving force.
And it could have
Oh
happened.
shit, we got a couple more guys.
That was a smart chance that it would have happened.
We got some more folks.
Yeah, we got one more. We got Big Vaughn.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
So,
mate.
So
Why'd you
y'all
let
wanna
this
do some-
bootlegger on here?
Let's do this comic
So-
book trivia.
So what's all the bitching about?
I don't know.
There's no
Tell 'em about
bitching.
Spider-Man 1, McFarlane, how many covers? It started off as like Jim Lee and who's better left a bigger imprint.
We've been arguing about the Image founders. I think they're all important. Journey wants Todd McFarlane to be the.
I never said that they're not.
I mean,
Again, don't manipulate my words. I never
So
said
then
that they're not. I just
so
said
then-
McFarlane is the most important out of all of them.
Would you say that Todd McFarlane is the most important modern comic book creator?
yes.
Would I? Yeah.
Let's go around the-
Absolutely, I would. That's what I'm saying.
And from what year to what year? Because I think we can all agree he's not the most important right now.
I agree.
From
Not right now.
even right now, he does something. He could shake the industry if he wanted to. Simple as that.
I mean, he
He's
shakes
the
the
only
toy
one that can do
industry
that.
every year.
He's the only one that could literally shake the industry by
Well,
himself.
And his signing.
But he doesn't want to.
Without the backing of Marvel and without the backing of DC, he could
I
shake
would
the
argue
industry
that Todd
all
is
by himself.
disinterested with comic books as much as he is with toys.
He got
I think
everybody to
or
feed on.
collectibles.
He got everybody and their mother to feed onto that shitty King Spawn universe, Spawn verse, whatever the case is. And look what happened.
What happened?
Everybody was talking about Spawn again,
Oh,
out of nowhere.
Did he? Besides covers, did he draw any of the interiors to any of that?
I don't believe so.
he did a couple covers.
Yeah, he did cover. That's what he does because he's a digital artist now. He doesn't. do
What
interiors.
relevance does that make? What's the difference right now? That's
I
the
know,
way the
it's just-
industry's going.
I mean, who's he competing against? Like, fucking.
You have doubts that if he grabbed a pencil and paper, he could still draw? I don't.
Oh,
I don't
I
have doubts.
definitely have doubts about that.
Oh my God!
Who's figuring out Tinian or
This is where your biased facts
He's a big writer right now. I
are
don't even
coming
think
in place.
McFarlane?
he's a big writer.
He did
I've
draw all of
watched
his
McFarlane.
Spider-Man
Todd
Yeah,
himself
why?
has
He-
said that he struggles with pencil and ink now.
But I mean,
Struggling-
I'm quoting him.
Struggling is one
He's
thing.
still a great
Being
artist.
able to do it if you wanted to is another thing too.
I enjoy Spawn. I guess
He
Spawn
did
and
draw all
King.
of his Spider-Man issues, didn't he? Inside and out.
Let's
If
look
he
at this-
wants to, he could do it.
Let's look at this trivia. Let's see if anybody gets any of these answers. So,
All right, let's play some trivia.
what?
Oh, the
What
fuck!
superhero? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Big.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So, what superhero was born with the curse of Cordax? Of course, it's. Anybody want to answer it?
I know the answer, but I'm gonna let Journey go first.
I didn't even hear the question.
It's
What
up on your
super-
screen, bud.
What,
All right,
super-
yeah, look.
what
I'm gonna go
superhero
with
was
Hulk
born
now.
with the curse
Green,
of Cordax?
What superhero?
Right.
Was?
Oh, it's in the chat. Somebody already answered it for you. It's
I can't
Hawkman.
see. I'm on StreamYard right now, so I can't even see
Bueller.
shit. I'm on my,
Oh, you can't see that on our screen right now?
I'm having a hard time. That's why I'm trying to read it out right now.
Curse of Cordax is Hawkman. Bueller is right.
Thanks for spoiling it, Bueller.
Well, I was wrong. I thought it
The
was
next answer
No,
is
that was
Abomination.
Oh, it's multiple. Oh, I didn't even realize it was multiple choice. All right, I see.
It was created by Emil Blonsky. Accidentally exposed himself to concentrated personal.
It's Abomination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt, Abomination. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's-
should know that from watching She-Hulk.
I'm pretty confident Journey will get the next one because I know he knows his golden age.
Listen, I know my Hulk, so there was no doubt.
No,
was
I
gonna-
said the next one. Chester Gould character
What
made his
was it?
first appearance in
Detroit.
Detroit Free Press on October 4th, 1931.
I think I know this.
Flash Gordon.
Flash.
That's not what I was going to guess.
I would say maybe Buck.
I'm going Dick Tracy.
I was guessing Tracy.
But
That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
was thinking.
Do Flash Gordon. I want to see what happens.
Ah!
Is it Dick
Oh, what the
Tracy?
fuck?
Yes.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, it's easy for me to pick after somebody else's loses.
What superhero grew up on the planet Tamran?
That would. Is that Starfire?
That's Starfire.
Starfire is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Starfire.
All right. Edwin Jarvis serves a butler to what?
Avenger.
Avengers, Iron Man
That's
specifically.
easy. Everybody knows
Which of
Jarvis.
these superheroes is inhabited by the soul of the ancient Egyptian princess after attempting suicide?
Hawk Girl.
Yeah. These are stupid questions.
The next one is the
Superhero.
Phantom.
So
correct?
this is a loaded question, but I think they're going to say the Phantom.
I'm
So
going
go
with
Phantom.
the Phantom.
Oh, it's the fucking fan. You're right.
It is the Phantom.
Yeah, I disagree on that, but we're all right.
Who would you think?
Who's
Spirit?
Elvis Presley's favorite superhero? Yeah.
I didn't
Why?
know
Who would
that.
you think,
I was
Beckerman?
gonna
Who do you think was the first? The Spirit?
I think it's Superman.
Superman.
But we'll leave
yeah,
that for a
they
Legion. Legion said everything I would have said on that already in a video. So everybody
It comes out to what your definition of a superhero is.
exactly, and that's the argument.
Yeah.
What year was
the
modern
first modern
comic book?
comic book printed?
This I'm not sure.
Well, it depends on how
this
they're
one's
applying the lines of
loaded.
modern.
38.
I'm gonna
No,
say what are my options? I can't read that print.
1925, 1917, 1938, or 1933.
I'm gonna go 38.
33.
He's probably right, but I'm gonna go 38.
It's the end of the platinum age.
Nice.
Color press.
Who was
Oh,
Luke
so
Cage?
they're see again. I'm going superheroes. So
Now this
It's
is
got
an
the
easy
Iron
one.
Fist, right?
yeah, that's Iron
Yeah.
Fist.
All right, let's do. Oh, I have no money. Let's just say continue. click,
Bueller said
continue.
Elvis told him it's Punisher.
Oh,
Elvis told me.
I just probably.
Been hanging out with Elvis.
All right, that's enough of this. That was fun.
Well, that's not really a competition if everybody's just throwing their answers at
Yeah,
the same
everybody
time.
was kind of playing.
It just showed how fucking smart we are.
You still need to go at it.
You know, the whole point is one person gets a question, they have to answer it, then the other person gets a chance to fix it if it's wrong, except
Let's
back
do
and
it.
forth.
Let's do it.
What are you talking about, bootlegger? Nobody's talking to you.
Who's bootlegger?
Me,
The guy next to you.
I have authentic comic journey shirts 2 for $20 if you're interested.
I was
What are you talking about? I don't know this one.
I'm surprised you're not wearing it.
He's
What's
stealing
going
my
on?
fucking intellectual property. He's like in the middle of a fucking lawsuit, and he's thinking it's a joke.
Are you serious?
Don't let him into the chat. Don't let him into the chat. Into the Insomniac.
So can somebody catch me up because I don't know what we're talking.
He's
about.
basically taking my fucking IP and putting on his fucking t-shirts and selling it with a caravan of fucking gypsies on the street.
That's not your T-shirt.
No,
You didn't make that.
no, I didn't give him the rights to do that. He went and did it himself.
Did you trademark it? You might be in
Yeah.
trouble here, Scott.
No, man, I did it as a joke. It's completely a joke. It's just been kind of a week-long running joke now, but it's completely a joke. I'm not actually bootlegging them. I made that for myself just for the fun of it, just to tease CJ.
Joke's on you because you got subpoenas on your way.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, it wouldn't be the
Journey,
first
you
time.
just fight with everybody.
Would
I
not be
thought
the
I was
first time.
special.
Everybody pokes the fucking bear, man. I'm not the guy to fucking provoke. I'm telling you that, Beckerman,
Oh,
with your fucking manipulated facts.
that's
I like
not
the
what
way
you
you
said
said
to me
you
when you
opened-
were asking for advice on collecting art.
Once fucking again. I never say you don't know
Alright.
shit. You just
Yeah,
use
I
the,
wanted it.
I'm glad that you admit that you came to me to know stuff.
yeah, because I don't know shit about art. I came to you because you know about those fucking things.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
All
sir.
right, you guys.
at least I'm man enough to admit it.
I'm just poking the bear some more.
I'm fucking. At least I'm man enough to admit it. You just want to make up your own facts.
All right, one at a time now. This is Journey's question, and then Beckerman gets a question. We're gonna find out who has a bigger dick. All right, so who's first?
Look at chat. Go for
Oh,
it.
it's
Journey,
definitely
you're first. You're first.
All right.
Motherfucker.
All right, motherfucker.
What super team includes a sentinel tree-like creature?
sentient tree-like
that's
creature.
easy as
Sorry.
hell, man.
Say easy, boo.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a gimme.
1 for 1. Ding, ding, ding. All right, next question. This one is, what superhero gained his powers after being exposed to the Orb of Ra?
Ooh, that's a little tricky. That could be tricky.
Strange,
for some
Iron
reason.
Fist, Magic Morpho, Hawkman.
Let's go. Hawkman?
Oh,
It's Metamorpho.
That was tricky.
I heard Egypt and I thought Hawkman.
That was tough. That was a tough
Wasn't I
one.
supposed to answer before you answered your own
no,
mistake?
it's one at a time, Journey. It's one at a time.
This
All
is
right.
another
He
gimme.
said it's one at a
This one's
time.
yours. This is yours, Journey.
Oh, come on.
This is a
I get
gimme.
Metamorpho?
It's also known as what superhero?
I think that's Black Panther. I'm not quite sure, but
Maybe.
it's a guess in the dark.
Coming
Yeah,
from
mine's
a
going to be
long-
super hard now. What building served as the... It's the Baxter building. I don't even need to see the answers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even get the
Okay, and I'm gonna get a gimme. Who is Scar? And that's gonna
No,
be the
no,
son
we're
of Hulk.
just we'll do you next, Vaughn. We're letting Journey and
Yeah, we're just.
Oh, you just did
Becker next out.
Journeys.
Oh, it's between
just
those
gave
three
the
completely?
answer.
Listen, are there any doubts I would have gotten any whole question wrong, man?
Well, you're
Oh, well,
getting
it's
all
like
the
gimme
easy
anyway.
ones
Journey and
anyway.
Becker have been flip flopping. Right now, Journey's up 2-1.
He already... Scott already gave the answer. Skip
It's a
Who is
gimme.
Scar? Who is
Anybody would
Scar,
know that
Journey?
one.
Son of Hawk, son of Thor, son of
This
Hawk.
is
Who is-
bullshit.
It's fucking Hulk's son, man. What the fuck?
Did you say Hawk? I can't help how the questions come out. I'll give you guys another page. I'm sure he'll fuck up at some point. Which of the following heroes was not a member of the magically powered Sentinel of Magic?
What? I can't read those.
Oh, Doctor
Doctor
Strange,
Strange.
Raven, Satana, or Doctor Fate? I gotta admit, Becker's questions are a lot harder.
That was
Doctor...
easy.
Or, well, wait. Which one is not a member of the magically powered...
This is actually pretty easy.
It's Doctor Strange because the other three are DC characters.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's why I said it was easy.
Which Green Lantern came first, Journey?
I'm having a hard time reading these.
Oh, God. I can make it bigger. Hold on.
I can't even see anything that you're putting in here. All it's jittering.
I think it's my screen. I'm gonna go.
Read it
I
out.
can make it bigger. I can make it a little bigger.
Read it out.
Scott was the fucking. I don't know what his first name was. Scott. Alan
John
Scott.
Stewart, Hal Jordan, or Guy Gardner? I can
Alan
read it.
Scott.
Okay. And now it is. Who once served as Tony Stark's personal assistant? Mary Jane Watson.
Mary Jane Watson.
Jean
Yep.
Grey, Carol Danvers. Perfect. So, all right. Who is the Scarlet Witch's twin
Oh my
brother?
god.
Easy.
Doctor Strange, and Magneto, or Quicksilver?
Pietro. Quicksilver.
All right. What character teamed up with a different hero in almost every issue of The Brave and the Bold?
Oh, that's
Batman.
Iron Man, Batman, Captain America. All right. So Journey got everyone right, but they were admittedly easier than Becker's.
no, they weren't. He got the freaking.
Yes, they
cupcake.
were.
I could have gotten all yours
We'll
too.
let Vaughn hop in.
All right. Can I go first on this one?
You're gonna go against Vaughn
Yes.
to see who's the biggest loser? Go ahead. I won already.
No, I want Journey to keep going because if you notice, these get easier every other one.
You want
So
me to
let
keep
me
winning?
go first
I
on this
keep
round.
winning. I had no problem. Keep winning.
This is
We'll let
Crystal.
Vaughn get in too. So it'll go
Correct.
Becker.
Vaughn, sit this one out. I'm fighting Journey.
I got you. You're correct.
It's Crystal.
It's Crystal. Okay. We're starting now. It's the Journeyman's turn. What is the best-selling comic book of all time?
Easy.
Amazing. Huh?
X-Men 1.
Did we not just talk about this for an hour? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
What German-American psychiatrist warned in a 1954 comic or 1994
What the fuck?
book
Oh
that comic
shit.
books are a serious case of juvenile delinquency? My boy Doc would know this. I might know this.
I actually know this one.
This is
What
tough.
is it?
I don't know.
I'm not saying it. It's your turn.
No, I'll defer to you. What is it? Beat me
No.
on this round.
It's
Beat me
your
on
turn.
this. Because I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So I
Who
get
is
the
it?
next two questions.
Yeah. So just tell me who it is, and I'll
wait, no. I want before I answer, I want to make sure.
You win. No, answer it right now. Otherwise, you're looking it up the answer.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm on a freaking
Ooh.
No, he's got to answer now.
Ooh.
Woo!
It's Werner Hyde.
All right, click that one.
Werner Hyde, dude.
I am guessing.
You had a 25% chance. It's all right.
I'm guessing.
Try Frederick
Well-
Wortham.
All right, whatever.
Bam!
Oh,
All right,
That's
yeah,
a spit hot fire.
yeah, but you still lost it because you deferred
I
it.
don't know.
So I get the next one.
Go ahead.
This
Ooh,
one you
I
can
know this
eliminate
one.
2 automatically.
I know this one. Do you know it, Journey?
I can't read it.
You got 2 Marvel
Who is
characters.
Plastic Man's sidekick? And I would know that without anything else.
What's a
Woozy
50%
Winks.
chance if you
Yes,
take out the
sir.
2 Marvel.
Oh. What superhero team has She-Hulk not been a member of? Avengers, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, or S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's bullshit. She's been
Well, we
on.
know Avengers and Fantastic Four. I think she's been in S.H.I.E.L.D., so let's go.
I know this one.
Was she on Guardians? What
No.
was it, Vaughn?
That's the answer, Guardians.
That's the answer. Yeah, there you go.
All right, we're just proving we're smart at this point. What is the name of Doctor Strange's home in Greenwich Village?
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Oh, it wasn't even a turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're done with the turns. You guys, it's pretty much a wash. Unless y'all want to start now. What color?
Gray.
Oh, this is a good one. Journey, take it. It's
Gray.
yeah.
All right, let's start fresh. Who wants to battle? So you guys want to start over again? We got fucked. I say all three of y'all. Vaughn, until someone fucks up. Vaughn,
Well,
Journey.
that's a tough one.
What was the
It's
question?
The Adventures of Tintin, isn't it?
Oh, am I going to start with the hard one?
I don't care who starts. Whoever wants to start. What
Y'all want me to start with the hard one?
Go for it, Vaughn. Nobody's
Adventures
fighting
with-
you for it.
You're right, Beckerman.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
What is it? 10-10? No.
What?
Oh, I was wrong.
Who the
I'm
fuck
gonna
was
say-
it?
Oh,
I haven't heard of.
What the
I haven't
fuck?
heard of Ali Slopper. So
I never heard of that either.
Never.
that's
never
not
even
what
heard
I
of
would
that
know. Well, 1884. There you go.
No, well, we need one of the dinosaurs to come on and tell us about that one.
these are getting hard. Captain
Yeah, that was
Leonard.
hard.
Namor. It's
Father.
Namor.
Oh, all right.
It's Namor.
Okay. You want to go next, Journey? Then we'll get Vaughn.
I don't care. All right, what's the question?
Not a founding member of the X-Men. Which of the following
Oh,
heroes?
duh.
Oh, that's easy.
He
Wolverine.
has that issue.
Okay, now it's your turn, Vaughn.
Okay, what's the next one?
question is next. Shit, my fuck, guys. I do like how this just loads up quick. Okay. What is Zeitgeist's superpower? Who the fuck is
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist has
No, it's
vomit
it's
that's acidic.
Vaughn, what's your thing?
I'm trying to picture who that is in my head.
He can
I
vomit
can't
the
on
first
food,
one.
He can change colors. He can eat anything. He can.
Honestly, I can't picture who that is in my
It's
head. right
vomit. You know who he is. He's in Deadpool 2.
now. I know. I
He's-
just can't picture him. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Vaughn gets one. What is She-Hulk's day job, Becker?
Lawyer.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. What do you want in, Hylia?
Take this one, Hialeah. It's easy.
What newspaper does Peter Parker work for? I don't think Hylia is here. anymore.
He left us.
Oh, we were yelling.
Want to
too
go,
much.
Journey?
Daily Bugle. Come on.
Eagle. Okay. Now it's Becker. I think that was Becker's turn. We'll give Becker this. Where is Moria McTaggart's mutant research lab located?
Muir Island? Is that one of the? I went.
Yeah.
I just left the.
It has to be Moria.
Now it's gone. Why did Michael Jackson try to buy Marvel Comics in the 1990s?
You guys know the history of that?
He wanted to play Spider-Man.
You know the history of that?
Yes, I do.
All right, now it's Journey's fault. Or Journey's turn.
Okay.
Patrick O'Brien is the secret identity of what superhero? Captain Atom, Deadman, Plastic Man, or Phantom Strange? Patrick O'Brien. Secret identity.
See, I'm not a big fan of any of these fucking characters. Phantom Stranger.
I think it's Captain Atom, but we'll go.
That was my other guess.
Nope.
It's Plastic Man, guys. Come on.
I'm not a fan of any of these characters.
The Eel O'Brien.
Now it's Becker's turn. What was the first?
So now I'm back even with Journey finally.
We're back to even being. Yeah, you know how many questions are behind me, man? How are you even?
What was
What?
the first graphic novel? Black Mark, The Mind Demon, A Contract with God, The New Mutants, or Watchmen? What was the first graphic novel?
New Mutants.
Isn't that number 4 though?
Yes, it's not New Mutants, and it's not.
No,
It's between Black Mark and Contract.
Yeah, 'cause
Is
New
it?
Mutants first
I think
appeared
it's
in
Black
issue
Mark.
4.
I thought it was New Mutants.
They first
No.
appeared in issue 4 graphic novel.
I think it's Watchmen.
It's between Contract with God.
I think it's Black Mark.
Yeah.
It's a contract with God. Why did I think that was a later number? I thought it was which one came first, not which one was. Oh, okay, wow. Oh, I was thinking man kills or God. I got confused.
So the first one is the death of Captain Marvel.
Right. Oh, yeah. Where he gets cancer from Nitro.
What supervillain is the half brother of the Chameleon?
This I don't know. I would be guessing. It's not Craven.
It's got to be Shocker, right?
Whose go is it?
Is it me?
Yeah, it's Vaughn's turn.
Oh, it's my go? Okay. I'll do I'm gonna eliminate Craven.
I think it is Craven.
I don't think it's Sandman. Let's go Shocker.
I think that makes most sense.
Ah,
I think it's Craven.
do you?
Try Craven then.
Wow.
It makes sense because it's a beast.
That's that's okay. I learned something new today.
So I believe it's Journey's turn. What is Kitty Pryde's superpower?
She phases through shit. What's the answers?
Yeah, she can walk through walls.
I can't read them. Is anybody else having trouble reading them?
I'm doing this through my phone, so I can't really read shit. I'm going for whatever I'm hearing from you guys.
Oh, this is easy. What does the K
Killing. I can read that one. It's killing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go one more page, then we'll get out of here. My fam came home early, but this has been fun. All right, so page 7. We went through about 3 questions. What was Reed Richards' roommate in college?
Dr. Doom.
Okay.
Victor Von
Yep.
Doom.
All right, we'll say that Becker was first, and then let's just do a question. Whoever answers it first gets the point instead of going in turns. All right.
Oh, we're not going to have chaos doing that.
Well, whoever answers it first gets the point, motherfucker. That's pretty easy. Who was Reed Richards' roommate in college? And
It's Von Doom.
It's Von Doom. Oh, no, I said Johnny. Oh, I don't know.
Ben Grimm?
That's been rough. Oh, okay. Why did I think it was Victor Von Doom?
I thought it was
I
too.
thought that too.
All right, this what characters were originally designed for the Legion of Superheroes spinoff series? Hawkeye, Storm, and
Starfire and
Nightcrawler.
Cyborg.
Oh, it's probably Starfire and Cyborg.
Exactly.
All right.
Damn.
Manhunter and Canary?
No,
Right,
it's
we're-
Hawkgirl and Zantana.
What,
What?
the fuck?
Legion of Superheroes spin-off series.
With fucking
Storm and Nightcrawler weren't even fucking DC.
Oh, Dave Cockrum worked at DC.
That's weird. That was a weird one.
I didn't know that one.
That was a trick question.
That's a good
Jack
piece.
Kirby.
Ultron.
Yep.
I think me and Von tied.
I said it.
Oh, me and Jeremy. What
Dazzler.
character was originally created on
The next
multimedia?
one,
Dazzler, yeah.
And fuck. Okay, you got it back. Who is Bruce Banner's cousin?
Jennifer Walters.
Jennifer Walters.
You got it for us. What is the name of the Kingpin skyscraper? Fisk Tower.
Fisk
Tower.
Towers.
What witch served as nanny of Franklin Richards?
Agatha
Agatha Harkness.
Harkness, yeah.
Which of the following super is based on
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight, yeah.
What was introduced to Deck 29? Batmobile.
The Batmobile. No,
Batarang.
utility belt. Is
No.
it Batarang?
You say no.
Utility belt. We're all wrong.
I knew it had to be something stupid.
After 1960s Batman. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, no. It's
No. Yeah, Cesar Romero. He had that mustache he refused to
Who's the
shave.
fight with Mr. Freeze?
That was good, guys. Thanks for joining me today. Thought we was going to be here a little longer, but
Hey, Glenn, I forgot we were on. How you
Hello,
doing?
mate.
How's it going over there?
All right,
Wow.
before we log off, Beckerman, consent.
You want consent to what? To do what?
That
to me?
that McFarlane was the bigger name out of that batch.
No.
Consent.
Consent.
He uses to get
That wouldn't even be the word for it. Consent is something else, buddy.
You give your endorsement.
You're
what
saying
Beckerman was
concede.
hoping for.
You want
No,
me to
not concede. You could concede. That means you have to go away forever.
What? That's not the same thing.
You have to give your consent. I am correct.
Why would I?
Because I am.
But you're not.
But I am.
you guys tied, all right? You guys are both pretty fucking smart. It's okay. Both of you missed one question. They were all bullshit questions. They were hard to answer. A lot of them were. So, Vaughn, you did great. Ellie, I'm sorry I didn't push you more, but you weren't fighting with these guys. So
Oh, dude, it's all good, Biggie, bro. This was a blast, bro. I love this.
I like to wind Journey up.
maybe we will have a better fight later, but for now, that was spur of the moment. We were just talking shit about Jim Lee before. How about we go around the room before we leave and give our finishing thoughts? Here's mine. I love McFarlane's covers a lot more than Jim Lee's. Jim Lee's was autonomically correct, better, cleaner artist than McFarlane, but McFarlane is way more dynamic, and he has left a bigger imprint in my mind. What do you think, Glenn?
I like McFarlane quite a bit. I think he's done a bit more than what people are saying. I love his art. I love Jim Lee's art, but I don't think he's really created much, has he? So I'll go with McFarlane all the time with those two.
Hi, Leah.
I just want to say that I've been cracking up all show because, dude, I'm 54 years old, and if I would have thought that at 54 years old I'd be fucking arguing who the fuck is bigger, McFarlane or Lee, bro, I'm blessed, bro. I never would have thought.
Were we only talking about McFarlane or Lee?
We're talking. I don't care what we're talking about, dude. I love it. It's McFarlane, Liefeld, McFarlane, Leafield, Lee. Everybody. I'm going McFarlane, but this is priceless, bro. We're fucking blessed.
Thank you, Lucha. Hi, Leah. Always appreciate it. How about you, Big Bond, dude? Before we get out of here, was it McFarlane or Lee?
I mean, I love McFarlane. Obviously, I was growing up when Spawn first came out and when they first hit the scene. So I have a deep appreciation for McFarlane. But I have a lot of love for all the guys that came together and founded Image. And even more than that, I have love for the second generation and the third generation that came in. Just some really good artists that kept Image going, man. Your J. Scott Campbells and people like that as well. But
Yep, that's good.
No company launched as many new guys in the modern era as Image.
And Becker,
Yep.
you have put up a hell of a argument.
I guess my point is, I think they're all relevant, man. Image was this beautiful thing that came along and disrupted an industry that had been held in a chokehold for way too long. They started, like, they didn't start it, but they fought for creator ownership. They said, why should we create for you when we can create for ourselves? We can do this thing. And the whole industry turned against all of them. You know, let's remember McFarlane, Liefeld, Lee, they were all hated for what they did. They were basted in every magazine except for Wizard, which I think Image kind of made Wizard. Or those guys did, because Wizard was the only one that wasn't critical on them.
Yeah,
and the young people flocked to Wizard for it because we loved those covers. Look at Wizard was always featuring covers by McFarlane. Liefeld did a bunch of covers for him. Lee did a bunch of covers for him, and we flocked to those covers to consume all of that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely was the shit, man. So before we go, Journey, you got any final thoughts, my friend?
Listen, no doubts that they were all relevant. They all played their role. They all made an impact. But at the end of the day, McFarlane was the bulldog that made it happen. He pushed everybody to the next level. That's all I'm saying. Like him or hate him, if it wasn't for his tenacity and for him being an asshole the way he is, they would not have gone as far as they would have.
I would make the argument that without Silvestri, Image doesn't happen because he loaned them the money.
Well, I'll say Silvestri was a big factor as well.
And I think everybody can respect no money, none of it happens.
I think he gets the least amount of respect that's owed.
Silvestri,
that's what I was saying earlier.
I don't know how many people know that, but Silvestri signed the check. That's who put up the money, because McFarlane's money hadn't come in yet. Because you got to remember how those profit sharings worked on character creation. McFarlane didn't get his checks for his big stuff, like his big projects for Marvel, until after Image was started.
And let's not forget Valentino, because without
Valentino was the guy that did all of this and got everybody on the same page. Like he was.
He was actually the only one that actually knew how to put a fucking comic together. Out of all of them, if it wasn't for his structure, they wouldn't have had comics.
What was Todd's uncle's name? I can never remember. Is it Uncle Jimmy or what? It's something like that. It's like a really plain name that was their printer.
Right,
that I don't know.
We had a good time. We asked a lot of cool trivia questions, and maybe we'll do some more of that stuff later. Catch me on the club. Catch me on Journeys. Thank you, Becker. Thank you, Glenn's doing a show later today.
In 20 minutes.
Big Von.
20 minutes?
Oh, fuck, you really stuck in there, Glenn. I really thanks for joining, man.
My pleasure.
We're out of here, guys.
Big Biggie.
It was Uncle Kenny.
Biggie. Biggie.